So the 5-minute quickie, something to muse about, And I got a question. I got a great question for you. What are you putting off achieving? Yeah, let's just stop for a second or two. If you can, just stop for a second and muse and think. What am I putting off achieving? Another way to put it would be, I guess, what I really want to achieve that I'm putting off, that I'm not doing. And this has got nothing to do with all the excuses you give. And it's like me. I give excuses to myself. Oh, I'm too busy. I haven't got enough time. Too many people want me and I've got to do this. No, not for the moment. Nearly swore. Not for the moment. Just think, this is just you and me thinking about ourselves. What are we putting off achieving? And the thing is, the question is, ideally you want to write these things down, because when you write things down, it just seems to stick in more, and it tends to go into your unconscious mind. And even when you're not thinking about the question, your unconscious mind is. So let's use our best friend to think deeply for us. So when we come back to it, boom, we get an answer. And that's what happens. But even if you do it now, if you've got a cup of coffee, say you listen to this, just stop for a moment, maybe pause, and then come back when you're having a cup of coffee quietly, or a cup of tea or a glass of water. Just, you got 5 minutes. And you think, with a piece of paper and a pen, or a pencil, what am I putting off achieving? What do I really want? If I could have it. The things I've been dreaming of, the wishes I've got, all that stuff. And just write them down, and then just pick one for the moment. Pick one. Pick the one that, the one that you think would make the most difference in your life if you did achieve it. Forget the hows and the buts and the bits and the bops and all that stuff. If you did achieve it, just pick the one that would make the most difference in your life. And when you've picked it, just for a moment, not considering how you're going to get there, we want to get the why. And the why comes from the feeling. So just think for a moment, what would it be like if I got that now? If I was living my life with that result right now? If I'd achieved it right now? What would I see? How would I see the world? Maybe there'd be new opportunities I'd be looking for, be attracting. What type of things would I hear? Maybe from other people or my internal voice. But more importantly, how would I feel having achieved this wonderful dream, this goal that I've been, well, forget that. What would I feel like? What would it feel like? And really feel that feeling. And when you get that feeling, do you know what you can do? You can double that feeling now, because you can. Just get that feeling and go, I want to double this feeling and see what it feels like when it's so intense. And why stop at doubling? You can just make that feeling as intense and wonderful as you can, because you can. Go beyond your expectations, because you can. And when you do that, and you're really feeling that feeling, holding that feeling completely now, ask yourself, what's the smallest bloody thing I could do, the smallest step I could do right now, which would be leading me towards that result? The smallest step. The one, if I did it right now, it would put me on that journey, put me on that adventure, put me on that projection. What would it be? And when you get it, because you will, write it down. And guess what? Then go do the bloody thing. Schedule it. If you can't do it right now, schedule it. It's got to be done today. Has to be done today. No excuses. Because it's only a tiny bloody step. And then you might say, Cluffy, well, what happens after that? Do this again. Just do this again. Imagine. Now you know where you're headed. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. What it would be like having achieved this goal, this dream, this wish. And with that feeling, what's the next smallest step? And they have to be the smallest bloody step. The smallest step you can think of. Because when you do that, you will achieve success in every step of the way. And it'd be good fun. It's an adventure. And then maybe in a week's time or a fortnight's time, when you look back, you go, shit, I've gone so far. I'm nearly there. Or I'm certainly on my way, and I'm achieving success all the way, because these are things that you can do. It's a smaller step that you can do right now. There's no if, buts, or maybe. You can do them. I got excited there, didn't I? I did get excited. Anyway, just do that, please. And you'll find achieving your dreams and goals will just start to come into fruition. They will, if that's the right term. You'll get more thoughts. You'll get more intuitive things and steps to make. The motivation will come because that feeling will be your why, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This is why I'm doing it, because this feeling is absolutely wonderful. And you will then be able to sit down and plan the next small step, always keeping that big picture in mind, which is the feeling, but the smaller step, and then review. That's all you have to do. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So please do that. I hope I've inspired you just to do one thing, that one thing, and then the next and the next. And then you can send me a little email and says, Cluffy, well, I did that one step and I did the next one, and now I'm on my way. Tell me the goals and the wishes you're headed for. Because if there's anything I can do to give you not give you more motivation, to motivate you even more, to find your own motivation, the will to do whatever it takes to get there, I will do that for you. So please do that. Feedback at personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. You know the email. And please share this so everyone can start making smaller steps. Because we'd make too bigger steps. We've talked about trying to make that leap, and it's too big and we get overwhelmed. Tiny steps to success. Please share. Please press subscribe and all the stuff you have to do. And have fun. And let me know your successes. Until the next time, my friend, another Muse will be on its way in a week's time. And the longer podcasts, they just happen. Anyway, have fun. More fun than you can stand. And enjoy those steps. Bye-bye now.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome to the 5-Minute Quickie. And if you're new here, just a little explanation what a 5-Minute Quickie podcast is with the Personal Development Unplugged podcast. But it's basically me just musing and hopefully getting you to muse, to think. Think about different things just over, say, 5 minutes, and maybe you'll take them away. Those thoughts, develop them, and maybe we can develop them together in a longer podcast. Sometimes they'll be, they're never 5 minutes, I tell you that now, or very rarely. There may even be a little process there, I don't know, but it's things that I've come across, read, heard, and just something I want to share with you. Just to think and to probe and get ourselves in a way that we can just keep striving to be that little bit different, a little bit better, so we can be the change we want to see in others and be the change we want to be in ourselves. Just a thought. Just becoming aware of maybe what is new, what we can do. When we start thinking of things like that, I believe it means we start to create those things as well. Because you have a feeling. The feeling that those thoughts generate, and that feeling will, I think, resonate into action and results. Anyway, that's a quick roundup intro of the 5-Minute Quickie.